All right, look who's back.
Covering me up.
YouTube viewers, audio podcast streamers, Twitchers, loyal subscribers. Welcome to the Level 857 Video Game Podcast.
Zevin?
Where we discuss
Damn, you just
video
can't
game
stop.
topics,
Can't
events,
stop.
and releases.
Zevin.
Level 857. It's all right. They can see the banner. They know exactly where.
It's not our name or anything.
They know. They know exactly what they're watching. They know who we are. Turbo 857.
Sticks.
Algae 857.
The 23rd Stallion.
And I'm Big Chalk. So. And I'm some beardy to love.
Some beardy to love. Our esteemed guest for the millionth time, John Donadio, a.k.a. COO of Gamer Assault Weekly.
That's me.
a.k.a. host of Classically Trained on the BeTerrific Network.
That's
No,
also me.
it's not Big Choco as it says on the graphic. It's just randomly put up Big
I'm
Choco.
here, though. I'm here, though.
Big Choco is here.
Literally sitting next to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I also got that Party Up podcast. Don't forget that.
Yes, I was just about to ask. It's like, I know I'm forgetting something else. Party Up Podcast.
You just keep adding to it. Gamer Assault.
There's no room on the thing.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, you're just going to have the graphic.
Like,
words
have it
all
squirrel
over.
down.
And his last one will be new host of Level 857 Podcast.
He's just going to walk on and be like, read my list.
That's the podcast. Thanks for coming.
You're gonna think it's the credits.
Yeah,
John's got a lot of jobs. You sure you're not Jamaican?
I knew he was going to say that. Dude, you're just so predictable.
I mean, I don't know.
Beef patties.
Every time.
Sure.
Oxtail.
I like beef patty.
Oxtail.
There was a lot of stuff on that list I could have said. All of it's true.
He's like, I like everything.
Yeah.
All right, I'm moving that along.
Yeah, let's continue on.
All right.
This guy here. Let's talk about him for a little bit.
It's Big Choco.
Yes, the audience is still getting used to Big Choco. Wait until you see the new logo. You have no idea. We don't even know what color he's going to have. It's going to be a secret color. It's going to be a secret color.
A secret color?
It's going to be a secret
That's
color.
not even a thing.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
What are you talking about?
secret
Debuting
color?
soon.
I think
Debuting
he
soon.
meant the background, I think.
It's
Yeah.
not like you're debuting
No.
a new Ninja Turtle. Like, oh, what color is he going to be?
No, leave a comment below. Guess the color that Chalk's 8-bit logo is going to have.
Wow. No, that's
Okay,
no,
no,
that's
no,
no.
no,
Okay,
no one
no,
do
no.
that.
Nope.
Can we stop talking about me?
No one
Yes,
do that.
well, yes,
This is
that's
don't comment below on
This
that.
is when
Yeah.
Very
Kev
terrible thing to say.
This is when
Yeah.
Kev talks too long.
If
He
you-
doesn't know
if
how to
you-
transition, so he
if
just
you-
rambles.
If you actually guess the color, absolutely nothing will happen.
It'll be a waste of time.
We'll give you a
completely.
thumbs up though.
We'll give you a shout out in the comments.
We got to do like the Grammys and the acceptance speech. Just like play them off, like music.
Yeah, play it over.
play
It's like,
them all
no one
there.
cares, no one cares.
Yeah, I should have it.
Nobody cares, just kidding.
Yeah.
So let's
play one.
start this off a little bit with what's everybody playing currently?
Okay, Kev, you go.
Well, I'm playing Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon.
That's
Ah.
that's the 8-bit, right?
Awesome game.
The
Awesome
Castlevania-like game.
I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that game.
I didn't have $10 yet to go buy it, so I was like, yo, I'm
Oh.
a cheap ass motherfucker. I was like,
You know what's cool? I backed that thing, right? So I got it free, and
hell yeah.
Kev has it before me.
You need to just leave Kickstarter alone. They've
That's
been
why I don't
killing
back
it.
nothing.
3 years ago, I gave them full amount purchase for the
That's
whole
why I
thing.
don't put on anything on Kickstarter. I'll,
Without me,
I'll put
you
it
wouldn't
out there.
have that
That's
game.
true. That's true. Thank you, Jay. Thank you.
I made them pass that little stretch goal, and then they had that come out, and they said, "Oh yeah, here's yours. It's not out for PS4 yet. You can wait."
I met him at New York Comic Con last year.
Mm.
Dude is
He had a
smart
whip though, and a
really
hat.
Cool. Yeah, he had 2 whips. One was for the person taking the picture with him to hold,
Mm.
and then the other was for him to hold. And then he had his very famous hat on.
Yes.
But
Ego.
he refused to speak English at all. So we
Damn.
had his translator there, so we didn't have to talk to anybody. That
Oh,
was the
jeez.
smartest move
That is a
he
good
has
idea.
ever made in his entire career.
That's awesome.
He's like, we know you speak English. Stop that.
No.
You know, he's probably
English.
like talking like, yo, this piece of shit. I don't want to interview. This
Yeah.
fucking sucks. He
Fucking
says that he.
smelly shit. Yeah.
He does not speak to Ega this way.
Speak to Ega.
What are the games?
What else you got? What you got?
Obviously I'm playing State of Decay 2.
And he can't shut up about it.
No, but I'm playing it too, and it's true.
You're playing too.
Once you start playing, yeah. So like, I'm still playing Microsoft's big launch titles. Still
Mm.
State of Decay 2, Sea of Thieves, that kind of stuff. I'm still playing those games,
Mhm.
even though I think Microsoft is doing down the shitter really fast.
Mm-hmm.
They're shifting. They're shifting.
They're
I'm
shifting.
I'm hoping E3 changes that, but still, like, I'm still
I
like,
really hope so.
please don't just drop off the face of the earth. You got
No,
your
no,
two
they'll be
titles.
there. Just
We'll
different.
s- we'll
We'll talk. We'll talk.
Me and John were talking about before we started how you could just knock out like 5 hours of State of Decay 2, not even realize
Yeah,
that
really.
it's just getting materials for your base and like building just like 5 hours just went by. It's 4 in the morning. I need to fucking go to bed.
Like SimCity.
Now why would you do that?
like
Why would you do
SimCity.
that?
That's the last game I played like that.
I want to leave now.
Wow.
What about you, Chuck? What you playing?
I'm playing Dragon Ball Fighters.
Hell yeah.
Ooh,
Love that game. Love that series.
How have you been doing online? Have you been doing evening out? Or are you getting your ass kicked? Or are you winning most of them?
Currently, my record is like 32 and 38.
That's not bad, especially online.
Yeah, but now I've noticed like everyone's getting tougher.
Oh no.
They're
Yeah.
juggling me for days, and I'm just like I make a mistake and you get punished, you lose a character, and you just sit
Damn.
there and you just watch. You just got to be like,
So they're exploiting it.
okay,
Ah, there comes the exploiters.
yeah. Like Cell has a huge exploit, which is just stupid. Android 21 has a bad exploit. Who else? Oh, Goku Black.
They're
Like
gonna
Goku Black is in everybody's lineup
If you
without fail.
if you feel bad after getting beat up online, all you gotta do is just come on the verses and whoop Kev's ass in
Look,
Dragon Ball
all
like
right.
you always do,
Yeah.
and you'll feel a lot better.
I played
mean,
twice and took a character of his.
I can't.
I played twice.
I can't feel good about it.
No,
'cause
that's true. He
'cause
gives a
he's
stick.
no
yeah.
challenge.
That's
Chuck,
true. That's
when
true.
it comes to the Switch, you're gonna fight a new man.
It's like hitting a baby.
It's like
He's so defenseless. He's so defenseless.
Are there a bunch of players playing it right now though? Because I know it had a huge drop off.
No, I
Really?
think
But that's
no.
what made it better, though.
Yeah.
People are still playing it, and 2 new characters are coming out tomorrow.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. What,
Zamazu and Vegito.
what about you, Al? What you playing?
3 games.
Damn.
Yeah, I know.
Calm yourself.
3 games at once. Playing the Fractured Butthole.
He didn't
South
even-
Park.
He didn't even say South Park first.
No.
He said the fractured
The
butthole.
fractured-
You're playing with
butthole.
a fractured butthole.
Yeah, that's what
What's
I'm
the
playing.
game you're playing?
Very fun.
You
Very
nasty.
fun game.
You nasty.
Speaking of nasty, it is a nasty game. The next game I'm playing is Red Dead Revolver for the
Throwback.
PS2.
Throwback.
Yeah.
Throwback.
Throwback.
And
You know that's not the sequel.
Huh?
That's not the new one that came out.
no, it's not the new one.
That's definitely not the new one.
They said it was a prequel though, so you would think they would go back.
Mm-hmm.
So you just
But,
want to familiarize yourself. Are the characters the same
What do you mean?
from Revolver and
Nothing.
no, not at all.
Sequel
Nothing.
to Call of Juarez, right?
Oh,
man.
jeez. Don't
Call
mention
of
that.
Wow.
It's the real sequel.
The last game I'm playing is God of War. I just streamed it yesterday.
Boy,
Holy shit. I gotta say, man, I'm blown away.
Everyone
That game
says
is-
everyone
like-
says it's a 10, 10,
I
10,
was like-
10, 10, 10.
I didn't
I
even
can't wait to play it.
I didn't even expect it to be as awesome. I was like, wow, is it different? It's different than the last God of Wars,
Mm.
but it still feels like God of War.
It's
But it-
nicely evolved.
But it needed to be different.
Very, like,
yeah.
That's
it's
what I say
family.
about Gears of War. It needs to nicely evolve.
Mhm.
Like if they're gonna do 5, it
man.
needs to nicely
Yeah,
evolve.
before was
It
shit
felt like
compared
It
to
was-
the other
they
Yeah.
but they took like a jump though. Like they, it was like
I liked it.
graphically, like I didn't think they could go further.
Uh-huh.
But there's some parts where I'm just like, is this a movie? Is this a real actor? Because I'm like, holy
Mhm.
shit, is this CG? It looks,
gonna go
and you're
with-
playing it.
I'm
You're
gonna
like,
go
holy
with Fat
shit.
Kratos to the next.
Oh,
Fat
yeah.
Kratos.
Whatever happened to codes? I need a I need that code in
Oh,
there.
the Fat Kratos coming.
Yeah, they did it for
Or a big
Uncharted.
head. Or a big head.
They did it for Uncharted.
Big
They
head
made him
Kratos.
huge.
Mm.
That was great.
Fat
Need to do that
Kratos,
for
that's
Kratos.
awesome.
What I'm playing, I have a lot in my backlog, so
What are you playing now?
I know. I did get the Street Pass or Game Pass, I should say, for it's freaking Street Pass.
Street Pass. I'm like, what's going on the street?
No, I
What's
did.
going on the
He's
street?
been walking around with
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I can't get enough of that role playing game.
It was that Street Pass, yo.
But no, Game Pass. I did try it to get State of Decay 2 and Sea of Thieves.
Mhm.
Why did I do it right now? Because I don't have time to play them. I don't know, but I'm just wasting.
So you just
10 days,
wasted it
10
completely.
days. I did the free month,
So you just wasted.
so I'm gonna waste half of that at least.
That's whack.
yeah, but
on 2 games that have like no time limit. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can-
yeah.
You can play that shit for hours
Yeah.
and hours.
I think the
and hours.
longer I wait, the better those games will get. So I should have just waited on it.
It's
But,
only State of Decay is only $30. Anyway.
I'm still gonna try it. I want to play multiplayer.
Yeah.
So
Play with me
I'll
and
play
John.
that.
That'll be dope.
yeah, I'm not gonna make it a big thing. I'm not gonna really get into the game. I'll play it multiplayer.
And you too,
For now.
Chuck. You gotta get it too.
Yeah, let me get-
Four-way.
But
Pause.
what I'm playing, what I'm playing right now. I mean, I have God of War waiting. Also, can't wait to get to it. But I can't do it yet because I have Detroit Become Human, and I am blown away by that
You like
game
it?
right now. I love it. I played it all day today.
I know
If
you
watching
were
it- if
messing
you're
up my
watching-
streaming time.
If you're
piece of
watching the
garbage.
Twitch, you could have seen me play it all day. I'm gonna play it.
I was supposed
later
to
too.
stream at 3 o'clock.
No,
Jay jumped on that.
No,
I was like, all right, he's almost done.
No,
I streamed again. Oh, fucking asshole.
no.
Third time, I'm like, yo, dude, let me stream.
It's a great game. I made 3 episodes, but it's
I
great.
saw it, I was like,
that
wow.
game, you don't think something can look as good as it does until you see it. I'm like,
I saw you
how
get
does
creeped
this
out by the
look
chick looking in the screen. You're like
ridiculous?
trying to do your intro. And
Yeah.
you're like, she's freaking me out, man. She's freaking me
she
out.
kept looking at me and then she was talking to me. I'm like, what are you asking me? I'm doing an intro. Wait a minute. So it's at the point of uncanny valley, but it still looks too good. Like it doesn't look like it doesn't freak me out like the way they look, but it just looks like right there. Like you're too real almost.
It's almost there.
Stay
Until they
there,
move their
it's
mouth a
fine.
certain way, and you know it's fucking the graphics like.
No,
Oh,
when
what's
she's
that?
but the way she's moving her eyes and stuff, looking around.
Yeah, the eyes they have
it's like,
down. No, they have
what
the eyes
is going
down.
on? You're real.
It's the mouth. The mouth that the new graphics doesn't
Yeah.
have down 100% because it like
It's very
when they smile, it
close.
gets stuck here for some reason. They're like, yeah, it's just
well, no,
like
they should never smile.
it looks like everyone's Botoxed.
But I'm blown away by that game right now. So hopefully I can get through it fast enough. It seems like it's a pretty long game though. So I've
All
seen
these
people with
games.
like episode 23. I'm like, how many times have you? Like it's 40 minutes each episode. You got 23. It's a
Jesus
long game.
Christ.
What are you doing? They probably playing multiple times because there's different paths you can do.
Oh, really?
I can
So-
imagine those games always have multiple paths.
It's not drastic, but there's a lot of different things
The
you
heavy
can do.
rain guy.
Yeah.
Heavy Rain's fun to watch.
This is
I like
fun to
watching
watch. I was like,
I never want to
Some
play those games. I'm not into those games.
That scene.
Oh, jeez.
Beyond Two Souls.
That's
You
a
ever play
hard
that?
I didn't play it yet.
That was awesome.
That's a hard scene.
That game was good.
John, what are you playing?
Oh,
Oh, you said State of Decay too, right?
yeah. Well, I mean, basically everything you guys are playing.
Oh.
Except for the PlayStation games because I got rid of my.
Oh yeah. How could you?
How could
I was tight on money.
I got $100 back. Nah. How much they selling for now?
Yeah, right.
I see Xbox is selling for like $80. I'm like, oh man,
PS4 out of the box.
It's
It
crazy.
Xbox
$80
selling for 40.
Yeah,
Xbox One, $80. I might have to pick that up.
Goddamn.
nah, they're pretty cheap. PlayStation 4 too. I've seen them for like
Really?
150.
What?
Not
That's
nothing.
crazy.
I'm gonna buy them again just because I really want to play God of War.
Oh my god.
Exclusive.
Yeah,
That's
I gotta
killing
get
it.
the
You sold it at the wrong time, man.
Spider-Man.
That's really the
like,
wrong time.
literally, like a week after I sold it, they announced God of War. And I was like, you
And you got
motherfuckers.
get it for
Becky.
Spider-Man too, man.
And that game.
Spider-Man.
Oh,
That's awesome too.
Well, that goes into what we're actually gonna be talking about.
That's
today.
why I said it. See, it's crazy.
No, it's not. So we're talking E3. E3 is coming up like right around the corner.
Hell yeah.
You're actually going, right, John?
I will be there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Anyone that's gonna be there, come say hi.
Hi.
Nice. We're not gonna be there.
I
We're
know.
talking
I
about-
Wanted to say
Wish you
hi.
could be
Just
there.
wanted to say
It's
hi.
always over there. Why can't it be over
I know.
here?
Yeah, how
Japan,
come?
is,
why-
Japan is too close to California. It has to be near here.
No.
New York. Just do one.
That's true.
Just come the other
California.
way. Just go over Europe. Just come this way.
But it would be the difference between like New York City Comic Con and San Diego Comic. You know, like
Yeah.
it would still be like
There's still no New
not
York
as
E3,
good.
damn it.
You know, but I'm saying it would still be not as.
It's not gonna be the same.
all,
No.
All the game studios are out in LA or that side of the coast.
Yeah. No, that's where they stay. They just
yeah,
drop
exactly.
down and 2 minutes away. You can just do your
the
show and
Star
go
show
home.
at the San Diego minute drive, basically.
Yeah, they're in town.
Yeah. That's crazy.
So unless you're Conan O'Brien,
And we only have like
He's
what,
the only guy
I
who's
think
got
we have
people
like
over here.
Rockstar here. Like that's what major gaming studios around.
they can
here.
hold their own thing.
Midway,
Come on.
Midway. If
Midway.
Midway's still
Oh,
around.
it's gone, man. It's-
Wow.
God.
Drop it.
LJN.
Oh,
Jellicoe?
man.
Jellicoe?
Stop
We
these
used to- we
8-bit
used to have a claim.
names.
We used to have a claim.
Stop
and
these
stuff like that.
8-bit call-outs.
Culture
They've
Brain.
been gone.
Where's Culture Brain?
I'm sure they're helping them. You're trying to help them with
Culture
every
Brain all
mention.
day. Shout out.
They were not over here at all. It was Japanese as hell.
Just want to shout them out, man. Just shout them out.
But yeah, so E3 is always something I've always wanted to go to, but I feel that it's not quite the same anymore. And I kind of wish that they would stop.
Mhm.
I don't want them to do the same type of show that they've been doing.
Mhm.
For me, generally, I think that Nintendo did it the right way, and they have it's all canned. It's all done the right way that they're supposed to do it, and they just play it. And I think they should have an E3 for like the press only.
All right.
Like you go there to get your interviews, you do all the stuff that you need
So
to
do I.
do. Yeah, exactly, right? You should go there, get everything you need to do all your publications and all that.
Yeah.
Nobody should be there.
That's how it used to be, though.
And it shouldn't have to be like, oh, I'm
that
standing
was how
here.
it was until last year.
That's
Yeah.
exactly. It used
So,
to be that
they
way.
started to add like real people into it, and it became a convention, which
Yeah.
is sweaty and gross and terrible.
Exactly.
And it's like, please don't let these people in here.
See how
They're
Comic-Con,
not showering.
see how Comic-Con smells? This would be like
Well,
8 times
but
worse.
that's
Yeah.
the thing. Is like, so now you have all these like developers and PR people and all the.
And you
now
can't
they
even
have
get the
to,
job done.
Right, and now they have to like deal with the public,
Mm.
which is something they didn't have to do with before. So it was like, what the fuck? I don't want to talk to these people, you know. So they blow off regular people, and everyone that goes that is like a regular person is like, this sucks. This is the worst thing ever. Like they actually down talk you. And it's like,
Do
then
an
don't
hour.
fucking go there, you asshole.
Do an hour presentation,
Right.
record it, play it. It'll go smooth because you already made it. It's not going to be like,
You
oh,
can
I'm
edit
stuck
and make
here.
music and all that other
Exactly.
stuff.
And
Yeah,
it'll be
Nintendo
great
did it
for
right.
everyone watching. We're going to watch it online anyway. What do we care?
Yep.
So I think that's how they should do it.
The worst part is that some of them go way too long.
Yeah.
They overstay their welcome, or
Or they just put out Just Dance
or they
and have Usher
fail-
come out and announce it and have people dancing. Like,
Like,
what is this?
yeah.
Usher.
What is this?
That's
like
fucking
last year
terrible.
when Bethesda put their thing out, it was like they fucking failed miserably because they were just like, hey, look, here's Bethesda Land, and we're gonna go remake Skyrim 37 times. Hey,
Four times.
Remember when we put out Doom? We're gonna put it out again. and do
This
you
year we're
remember
putting
Fallout?
everything out.
We do Fallout too. We're gonna do more Fallout. and hey, do you know this other game that we make? It's called The Evil Within. We gave you a sequel. There's another one. Like I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it was a bad way to do it.
Yeah.
So they could learn from those
I like
mistakes.
Skyrim.
They never learn. They
So do
never
I. That's the
learn.
thing is that like I love Skyrim. Like the Elder Scrolls is like my fucking favorite. Like I love them. Morrowind I had some troubles with, but I still liked it.
Didn't they
I beat
re-release
the
that too?
Shit at they did it for Elder Scrolls Online. But I beat the shit out of like Oblivion. I played
Oblivion
that
was
game
great, yeah.
way too many hours.
That got me into it.
And
They were so
Skyrim, the same
ugly.
thing.
Didn't like it.
The
But
women
that's
look
not
like
the-
men.
Yeah, but that's not the point. Like, you
Yes,
don't
it was.
You don't just, like, but you're a graphics whore. That's why you hate it.
The graphics were amazing, but the people were ugly.
Wow, I mean, it's supposed to be like
They never
the-
met a human in their life.
Well, it's supposed to be like, look, you look at the old Vikings; they were not handsome people.
Well,
Like,
if you
that's
look
the
if
kind
if
of
you look
shit
at
they were looking
pictures,
at.
that's true. If you look
That's
at like
true.
back
That's
in the
true.
day, the chicks
Yeah.
look like dudes.
Yeah.
But they fixed that on
Everyone
a
was
PC.
big and burly because they had a lot of work to do.
That's true.
Now we don't do shit.
I had a lot of work to do, like carrying all my goods to the house and dropping them on the floor.
Right, in a babackpack that only held 4 things, but they
Yes.
had 30, million things.
Encumbered.
I'm encumbered. See,
My favorite word in that
I love
game.
State of Decay.
Oh, I found a new armor.
No, you.
Oh, you didn't? No, you didn't. You're stuck here now.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, the best part is like when you're stuck, you're way too far from a town.
Yep.
And you have to walk back, like achingly walk back, because Skyrim like let you actually walk,
Mm.
whereas like Oblivion was just like,
No,
I'm not moving.
not at all.
All right, I gotta get rid of something.
Yeah, I hated that. I was just like, God damn it!
Yeah,
I
why did
dropped
you move
that.
at all? Jesus
It's
Christ.
like, why can't I walk at least? Let me crawl. I don't give a shit. Just let me go.
Skyrim, you walk slower, right? I think
Yeah.
you have they fix it with that, but
I mean, it's fucking painful.
it's still painful though.
Painfully
Yeah, it's
slow.
like
But it's better than just standing there.
it's like can't move, dropped armor.
Well, I don't think they're gonna have any announcements this E3 at all.
Fallout
Actually, no. They are gonna have
76.
that. Yes, they,
They
did
just
announce
announced
that
yeah.
yesterday.
Mhm.
Well, that's the thing is that they said I got a press release that said stay tuned for E3
Mm.
because there's more information. So the trailer shows like the guy getting his 76 on it, plays the Virginia song. But then they show a lot of like it's a Fallout shelter. It's very nice looking. It's not trashed like every other fucking vault you go into in Fallout. And like because it's 76 was in the lore of Fallout, it was like the control Fallout shelters,
Mhm.
whereas like the other ones were like experimental, where they would just like fuck with everybody that lived there.
I've never
So, like,
played a
they-
Fallout.
So
I
87,
never have either.
So so Vault 87 was the Gary Vault. It was one guy that they cloned 100 times. And like by the end of it, when you walked into it, it was just like Gary, and that's all they said. It was like Gary, and like they'd chase you around, Gary. Like it was the best. But like, And then like in Fallout 4, you're 111, and they just freeze everybody, and then everyone dies in their tubes except for like one person. So like this is a control one. So
it's not that blonde
supposed
kid.
to be like 500 people, and it's normal, right?
Yeah.
So the way you're looking at it, what I think, honestly, and I'm putting money down on this, is that it's going to be like a 3D big version of Fallout.
Okay.
Mm.
Where you build shit and you make it normal and you like make sure people are happy.
You talking about the mobile game?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But they ported that to like everything, so they were just like, "Let me just make a big 3D one." At least that's what I think.
That would be
I
disappointment,
really
though.
hope
Would
I'm
that not
wrong,
be a
because I would like
disappointment?
to, yeah, I'd like to be like able to like roam around and do shit because that's what makes Fallout fun.
Unless
But-
it has a, what if they make it so you build your shelter, and then it's like Fortnite.
Jesus Christ.
Well, that's the thing. Is like it could, right, you'd have like these
First
hordes
person
of like
Fortnite.
monsters come and like
Mm.
mutants and raiders and all kinds of shit. You'd have to defend them off. But
Oh, you mean the real Fortnite? I'm talking about the other. The
Wow.
free
I
one.
meant the real Fortnite.
I'm talking about the
Well,
free
there was
one.
actually there was a picture that
The
went around
free
that said Fallout Battle Royale, and everyone's like, "No, fuck that! If it's a thing, fuck you."
Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me.
Nah,
I would have to see about 5 of those at least at E3 today.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
next
under
week.
over was 5.
5,
So
yeah,
you can
yeah.
bet, like, I'm betting under because I really think. So like Call of Duty was like obviously the only one that was like.
So Call of Duty and Battlefield now, right?
No, Battlefield said
They're
no.
not doing it.
Yeah, they were like, no,
Not yet.
because they learned their lesson with a lot of shit. So
Not
they
yet.
Were like, right,
Wait until
EA
Call of
is
Duty
like-
comes out, and
EA
they be
has
like,
been like, we're gonna step back.
yeah.
You know,
It's like
we're
no
gonna-
more controversy.
Right, yeah.
No
like-
more
They're gonna wait. No,
controversy.
they're gonna wait until
Yeah.
Call of Duty does it. And they make billions, and then you're like,
yeah.
the
we might-
DLC.
We might as well.
Let's
right?
bring it back. Oh, yeah, it's like
zombie
I-
mode
I
for
think-
us too.
I think the hard thing to do is like, okay, we have Fortnite and we have PUBG,
Mhm.
and those are the 2 battle royale games.
No, you have the other one. You have
PUBG.
the
E-
first
Exactly.
the first game.
You have right, exactly. You have no idea what the fuck that was. Dude.
HNZ1, whatever the hell it is.
H1Z1. H1Z1 is doing auto royale now, and it's fucking awesome. It's
What
like
is that?
it's Twisted Metal.
Oh,
It's
really?
Auto
With cars?
Royale. Yeah, it's
Oh.
fucking great.
I haven't heard that name brought up in so long.
That was a
Twisted
good
Metal.
game.
I'm surprised they don't bring it back
That
out.
I was
was
like
a
that.
surprised too. Yeah, it was not
That's a
bad. It was
great
bad
multiplayer.
franchise.
Wait, even though this is way off topic, what was that game for PlayStation? It was I think it was 2-player game. Overhead, it was a shooter. It came out around the same time.
Loaded.
Yes. I was
just
thinking about that shit the other day. I was like,
Because that
remember
game
that?
was so
That was
violent.
horrible.
At the time, it was awesome.
No, it
but,
wasn't.
That game was
no,
great.
at the
No,
time, I
it wasn't.
fucking loved
Are
it.
you kidding
I
me?
It was
loved it.
never
That
good.
game-
We beat
oh
that
my
shit.
God.
Yeah.
It was never good.
I remember
hell yeah, I
loving
remember.
it
As a-
to death.
As
Worst
a
ending
Smash,
ever.
It did not.
Worst
It did not age
Worst
well.
ending.
It did not age well.
Worst
as a
ending?
Smash TV fan, that game was garbage.
I liked it a lot.
Ah, come
It
on.
was. And
At
Reloaded,
the time, I loved it.
Reloaded was garbage
There was a 2?
also. Yeah, there was.
The old guy ruins the fun.
Yeah. Always that one guy.
Even Maximum Carnage
Wait,
was
did
better.
you even played Loaded and were liking it? I remember that. At the
No,
time.
I tried.
You lying
I
bastard.
tried.
everyone was
Robotron
playing
was
that
better.
game.
Yeah, everyone was playing that.
Loaded
shit.
was an
was
early
so dope.
PlayStation game, right?
Yeah,
It
very
was
early,
Very,
yeah.
very
It
early.
was
I
with the
remember
blood.
that
It was a
game,
launch
yeah.
it
title.
was.
Yeah.
Splatter
was.
everywhere.
It was all right. I
It was
remember that
before
game.
Thrill Kill and all that.
Yeah. I mean, it did not age well.
I could throw
would
references
not,
all day.
I don't think I can sit through it now.
No,
but
no, but at the time,
No.
I fucking was obsessed with that shit.
It was
yeah,
boring.
that
But
game
the ending was 3 seconds long.
It was awful. I
yeah,
think it was
so
terrible.
bad.
Thanks
It
for
was
playing.
so
Bye.
bad.
The game was
yeah. Thanks for your money, asshole.
Yeah.
the game was
God
3
bless you,
seconds
good
long. I turned it on. I was like, nope.
Oh,
So
it's over.
And that was like a 4-hour game. It was
Mm.
long.
It was not. Yeah,
It
it
was
was
long.
it was-
we should. You guys should play that. You guys should try that on
Again?
stream.
On a retro?
yeah.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. I'll
can fuck with that.
Yeah, I'll fuck with a retro stream.
I can't wait to see your
and
face.
be no, I know I won't like it. I know it'll be bad.
You're gonna look at it and be like,
You know
oh
what?
my God.
It's not gonna age well.
From playing Red Dead Revolver, like the hit detection and everything is so old school.
Oh no.
I enjoyed it. I
Wait,
beat it. I
did
beat
it
it when
age
I
well
was,
though? Did
That was
it-
PS2,
You know what
right?
though? It was PS2. It didn't age
Damn.
that bad.
really?
Yeah, like I
Okay.
mean,
you can get
obviously-
through it.
Obviously, the cutscenes. and
It
like
wasn't
the-
PS1 at
you know.
least. That's when you would have seen a
No.
big difference.
It was very stylized though.
I'll go back to like old platformers because those never age. Those age like really well.
Right.
But I will never ever
You
go
want the
back to
polygons?
an old shooter. Because fuck those games.
You don't like Doom?
Yeah.
They only get worse as you
Actually-
go back and back in time.
There's some
Try playing
painful-
Perfect Dark again, which was like rated like
no,
a
no.
number one fucking game.
Perfect
I remember
Dark
Perfect
was-
Dog, yeah.
Try playing Halo 1 right now.
Oh, whoa.
Halo
Yeah,
1 is
That's
bad?
it's like GoldenEye. Same
No,
thing.
it just looks ugly.
You
it'll
can't do it.
It'll look ugly, but the gameplay is so fun. It's so stupid
That was the best
fun.
one.
Yeah,
Halo-
Halo never changed.
Yeah.
That stuff
I
was
like
good.
3. 3 was awesome.
But that's because it was that was Xbox. Yeah,
What
I would
about-
say about like 360 you can go back to and not worry about the.
What
360 not bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
360 not
works.
too far.
Actually, Time Splitters
I was
wasn't
gonna
bad.
say that.
Time
Time
Splitters
Splitters
wasn't bad.
awesome.
That was
No,
around
Time
the
Splitters
time it
wasn't bad.
started
Holds
getting
up.
good.
Yeah, it holds up pretty well.
And Wolfenstein, because
it was more cartoony-ish.
Is it Returns? Was that the one that we played?
For
Wolfenstein
regular Xbox.
Returns?
Wolfenstein Returns, yes.
Maybe.
That was good.
Or Castle Wolfenstein.
When we
Yeah,
stabbed the dude in the
Castle-
ass and he fell
Return
down the
Castle
steps.
Wolfenstein.
That shit was
Yeah.
hysterical.
That still holds up,
Yeah.
but anything PlayStation, those didn't exist when PlayStation was out, and it barely existed when Nintendo 64 was out. So you can't really go back to those. It
It's
was
funny how
disgusting.
8-bit, 16-bit holds up, but like old polygons don't really hold up too well.
No.
They because they sag.
Medal of Honor.
But that's-
Remember
but
that?
That's because your
The
Sounds
first
good.
Medal of Honor.
eye now is trained to see like the great. you know?
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
We have all these great shooters, and your eye doesn't even count polygons anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So now you go back, and you
Mm.
go back to like old Tomb Raider, or you go back to
Eee.
Resident Evil.
you go back
Resident
to
You go back to
right,
Tekken
Resident
1.
Evil.
And they drip. Like you
Yeah.
see polygons through the
Yeah, but-
panda bear, like it's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
It's crazy.
insane.
You can like
Look
literally
at Twisted Metal 1,
yeah.
and you will never, you can't see
bad.
anymore.
Yeah.
That's
You
crazy.
can literally
It hurts your eyes. It hurts your eyes.
God of War 1 wasn't bad. That aged
No,
well.
I
no.
think that
That
aged
actually aged
pretty
pretty
good.
That was
yeah.
PS2 though.
God of War 1 looks great when it was
So was-
remastered
so
for
was-
the PS3.
So
that
was
looks awesome.
Red Dead Revolver.
Yeah,
was,
PS2 can still hold up because they were at least like solid.
Yeah, but like God of War is like
But
a
there's-
hack and slash. So like they,
Yeah.
it's still sort of like a platform.
Look
You
at
know,
something
like-
like Jet
3D.
Moto for PlayStation 1 and tell me
Oh.
how that
Oh.
looks.
Jet
When you
Moto.
can, when you can see the
And I
geometry.
know what that is. And I actually know what that is.
What
It's
about,
great.
when you can see the geometry of the of the polygons.
Oh, Jesus
I got one
It's
even
just all
better.
When a beach
triangles.
ball is
For
a
PS1.
square,
Yes.
you know that it's
PS1.
Beach
not.
balls are square.
I don't know if you guys know the Jumping Flash.
Yep, he had
Yes.
it. He had it.
Yes.
Yep, he had it.
Oh.
He
That was
had
the
it.
first 3D game I played.
That doesn't hold up.
I
No,
beat
speaking
that.
of speaking of old polygons and speaking of E3, there's rumored to come out with the N64 Classic Edition, and PlayStation's thinking of coming out with the PlayStation.
They'll never do
Yeah.
it.
I don't know why. I don't think
I-
they should.
I think those graphics are just disgusting.
No, it's just
I
really,
think
Well, remember that now Microsoft owns many of the N64 titles.
Yep.
the rare, the
Rare.
rare ones, yeah.
So,
But unless they get a deal with them,
so right. So unless Microsoft makes a huge deal with Nintendo,
then I can make money off it.
which they could, and they could make a lot of money off of it.
No, Nintendo won't.
Nintendo, right.
Nintendo
Right.
won't.
And that's why Nintendo will probably be like, you know what? That was a shitty system. Fuck that.
I would chalk that
No,
up
they'll
as a
put up-
loss and just not do
Imagine
just don't do
making
it.
a mini version of the fucking N64 controller. Fuck that.
that's no. It's just like
You
it's
even use
just,
the regular size.
no.
I
Nah,
don't think N64 is not a good idea.
I think
Not a
if they
good idea.
did it, it'll be 10 games and it'll be just your regular Nintendo stuff without Donkey Kong, without
skip it, just skip it.
all that stuff.
So you can't have like you can't do Banjo Kazooie. You can't do
No.
like all those games that everyone
Why would they?
would right. I agree.
Why would they?
I agree. But like those games that would be like, oh, this
So the
makes
kids who-
N64.
The kids who want to buy that, who want to relive that childhood, won't be able to play those. Because you'd be surprised how many. Like I've talked to people who are like Donkey Kong Country 64 is the greatest game of all time.
they say it's
Because
awesome.
they were
I
like
never
5
played it.
years old when they played it.
Did
So
we
it's
even
gonna be
have
the
that?
best.
No, we didn't. No.
No,
Anyone who
no.
played it knew it was a fetch quest game. It was ridiculous. Like, yeah.
You know
But-
what?
Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2 is where it's at.
The
But
new
they said-
ones for Wii U and the
Their
Wii,
country.
those are great.
It was
Yeah.
a country though.
Yep.
That's not a freaking fetch quest.
You're
It's not
judging me. You said I'm
I
country.
love how we're like, let's do E3 predictions and we're talking about old school shit.
Yeah, because it's better.
Because it's better than what we got.
Yes, back to predictions.
I'll talk about my favorite E3 prediction.
Go for it.
Halo.
Well,
Do you
yeah.
think it's actually gonna happen?
I think
I hope so because we've been waiting far too long for it.
All right, you guys ready for this? I'm gonna drop a bomb on you guys.
Oh, he knows something.
Haloid.
I have.
Hey Lloyd.
Hey,
Wow.
Lloyd.
What does
Halo.
that even mean?
Halo and Metroid.
I
remember?
can't say everything
Jesus Christ.
because I'm under
Don't do
NDA.
Don't do it. Don't do
He's-
it.
oh
Don't do
really?
it.
Oh really? He knows stuff.
No, wait. But I will say that 343 has a huge announcement.
Okay.
That's what I will say.
Can I talk about rumors that I've heard? You can't
Go
say
for it.
yes or no.
I can't say yes or no, but
Okay.
we could talk about it.
So I've heard that there are rumors that there's a Halo like XCOM type game coming out, and I would be like, who asked for that? yeah, like Halo Wars, but no, like the new like 3D one. But I don't want another tactical based turn thing like that. I don't want a strategy game.
I
don't want a
would,
strategy
I
game.
would, I would co-sign on a Halo third person. Yo,
I
it's
heard-
good, man.
I heard I read somewhere that they were gonna reboot Halo. I'm like,
Might as well.
that's dumb.
Might as well. Who cares about the story now? Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Like,
I'm sorry.
As much as like
Pissed
all right,
off a lot of people.
for me, I would much rather Bungie just fucking drop Destiny really hard and be like, you know what, this didn't really work out well for us. Like, we did okay,
It died.
but like, you know what, we're fucking going back to Halo. Like, Microsoft hired us and was like, make Halo 6 because 343 sucks. But like, that's not the case. But I would much rather a Halo 6. I would much rather like them come out and be like, okay, look, we've been waiting a long time for this. We have a lot of stuff going on. I don't want like a Halo Wars 2 DLC announcement. You know? Like,
They're
I
gonna.
don't want that kind of shit. You
They're
know? Like,
If there was a Halo Wars 2 DLC, I'd be so. I'd be like, really? You waited for E3 for that?
right?
Really, bro?
So do you think
That's-
it'll be just a title? Probably be a title screen. Maybe just be like, hey, you know what? Here you go.
By this
No,
amount of
for
time,
3
there
years,
needs to be something.
No, there
they
there
might
should
show. They
be
might
something.
show Master Chef Space.
Master Chef. I love it.
Master Chef. Master Chef. That's great.
And if they did it like that with a fucking chef hat, I would buy it.
No, it's like no. It's like you instead of like picking like the Master Chief armor like the regular ones, it's like your Gordon Ramsay, like Guy
Just with the helmet,
Fieri,
just with the helmet.
you know.
With knives and fucking.
Well, you know how
spatula.
Switch has that sushi puzzle game coming out, right?
What's it called?
They're really
It's called-
pushing that thing too.
A
What if it was?
Samurai Sushi
What if it?
something? Sushi
What if it had
Samurai
a Halo
something?
version? What if they had a Halo version of that when he's a chef?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Chalk is like, yo, y'all
No.
are making me sick right now.
Seriously.
Y'all are making me sick.
It's
really?
What?
Bungie's
Is
destiny
he even alive?
to work on
Master
Halo.
Chief?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot. He died with last time I played.
Oh, he didn't die?
He died.
He died.
No, he did not.
He definitely died.
No, he did not.
He died.
He did not. What game did he play?
They got
got
new
a
voice
voice
actor.
His suit is fine.
But
It's,
nah,
it's a
like-
woman.
It could be anybody
No,
under
it-
there.
I know.
But they need to have a trailer. They need to have some
I
sort
wish.
of a trailer.
It can't be just like how they did Metroid 4. Oh, just a logo, just to shut people up. No, they need to
No.
show something.
Yeah.
They've been quiet for
It's
a
been
long
a
time.
it's been
Yeah.
a while.
so
You
they
need-
have to have something.
You need a trailer.
It's
You
very
need a-
similar to my
Mm.
E3 prediction that needs to be shown footage of
What,
it.
Fire
Resident Evil
Oh.
fucking remake 2 and
Yes.
Fire Emblem.
Have
Yeah.
they
But-
ever actually confirmed? I mean, I think they did, right? They,
They can-
finally confirmed it
They confirmed what Resident
that they
Evil
were making final.
Resident Evil 2.
Final Fantasy.
Final Resident Evil 2.
Final Resident Evil 2.
Final Resident Evil emblem.
Fantasy.
Yes.
Fantasy, exactly.
You know how Capcom does it. You know.
No, they confirmed it. They also confirmed the other couple of things that it's going to be over the shoulder, like
Mm.
Resident Evil 4. They said
Okay.
it's not going to be 100% walking around.
Mm.
Like in Part 4,
Yeah.
that you're just, like there might be a mix of fixed camera
Regular
and
game, okay.
regular environments.
All right.
They said the graphics are going to be something that's like going to be pushing like God of War type, like God of War 4 type
Oh.
That
graphics.
Oh no.
They also
That might
said
be the best thing of all time.
they said
It's
they're
gonna
they're
push
they're gonna
as
keep
hell.
it.
It's gonna be nuts.
They're gonna change up. They're gonna have Leon and Claire look mostly like they did in PS1. You know how they changed their designs over
When
time,
they were younger. Yeah.
and because I think it was a big.
Well,
The thing is, they had a big backlash because of the Resident Evil 7 DLC. They
Hmm.
changed Chris Redfield's look, and then nobody liked it because no one recognized him.
Oh yeah.
He looked like
Because he's not
some white
Chris
dude.
Redfield.
He
He
just
does look
look
like a white dude.
Really?
Did he?
Like
he
that
didn't.
regular
He,
I
no, he
didn't
just
see what he looked like.
he looked like a henchman. He didn't even
Generic-
look like Chris
A
Redfield.
He didn't
generic
look like Ryu?
that.
I saw him in
Nah,
Andy. I'm
he
like,
just
who
looked-
is this guy?
He looked mad generic. I didn't know
I
it
heard
originally.
I heard he was blonde.
Oh
now.
shit! Spoiler alert.
No, I mean, he wasn't really black. I mean, it was like, looked like
I didn't
he-
even look at that.
brown hair that was about to be gray. That's what that's what it looked like.
Damn.
But they said it's gonna be over the shoulder. They're gonna do crazy with the graphics. They said it's gonna be the game. It's gonna be basically remade completely.
Okay.
Like there's gonna be things that players who've played Part 2 are in it that you won't even know.
So you think they're gonna actually announce it?
I think they
Are they
will
gonna
show
show
footage.
something?
I think they will
If
definitely.
they just
show
came out with a
footage.
trailer,
better.
it would be amazing.
They have to.
I think like as far as like maybe I'm the only one, but all I want is like sequels and new games.
Well, Mega Man.
I don't fucking
announce
want like remasters of shit.
Remaster?
I've played
No.
those fucking games already. Give me
Remaster, I don't
something
want.
new.
If it's from PlayStation
I never
1
played
era,
Resident
though.
Evil 2 though, so I'm excited.
Well, the
But,
thing is,
like-
there's only
You never
only
did?
very rare exceptions. Like Resident Evil 2 is an exception.
If it's a classic,
Resident Evil 2, it has
that
to be
needs
remade
to
because
be,
it got
then
shit
yeah.
on. No one
That's-
really,
And that's
really.
the only one that hasn't been.
but
Yeah.
but
number
usually
one and
usually
two
those
are
will come
best
out
anyway.
decent. But if
That's
you
true.
if you do like Final Fantasy 7 and like people are gonna be disappointed, no matter what you do with
Yeah.
that, because they changed
Well,
the
they
game.
want to do it
completely.
episodic. Like, don't
Yeah.
fucking.
That
do
that is
that.
bullshit. Yeah, that is
It's
bullshit.
bad enough I had
Yeah,
3
yeah,
discs.
yeah, yeah.
That is
Four.
bullshit.
They want to release the disc separately. That's all.
If the game like had a soft release in the U.S. or just only came out in Japan, you want to redo it here, like Shining Force 3, like I always say on every fucking podcast, that needs a remake, not a remaster, a complete remake. That's why I'm like, all right, Resident Evil 2, remake that shit because I mean, not many of us had the PlayStation 1. You had it, and you had it, so I didn't really. I played like maybe one half of the game. Or
I
like,
got that shit day one, man.
Yeah.
Awesome game.
I think I'm ready for CD Projekt Red's Cyberpunk 2077.
I heard that's supposed to be
fucking
announced.
ready for that.
I heard they're gonna show something.
Yeah, well,
And
they kind of
swear it's gonna be like the best game of all time.
They kind of have to.
I
Like,
don't know
first
what
of
it
all,
is.
like The Witcher 2 and 3. Witcher 1 was kind of stale. 2 was good, but 3 was fucking incredible.
Yeah.
And if they continue that line now with like a futuristic,
All I've seen was a lady with like broken arms and.
well, because like it's all like cybernetic, cyberpunk type of like
Mm.
futuristic world. You
I
know,
haven't seen anything but that picture.
it's
though.
like post-apocalyptic.
cool.
You know, like after everything kind of like fucks up, and then like
It just
we
looks
make
like
like
Blood
robots
Rain
that
right
help us,
now.
and
to
then they like
me.
rebel. So like
It's like
you know.
Horizon.
That's why I can't get excited
yeah,
about it.
but like
But not prehistoric.
Oh, you mean the game
Right,
that
but
Jay
not
never played
prehistoric.
before?
Yeah, it looks like Blood Rain to me right now. That's why I can't get excited. And everything
Oh, God.
I'm thinking of The Witcher, but Blood Rain is like I can't get
Witcher, but
excited.
Blood Rain?
There's no connection there. I don't know what in your
No
brain
vampires or
is
anything.
making
just the art, the way it looked. The only picture I saw. That's all.
Wow.
You just shit all over
Actually,
that.
All right, man.
That game Vampire comes out soon, and I really fucking want it.
That looks
Really?
Yeah, it comes out like just before E3.
I've seen
and I'm just
trailers.
like, yo,
I don't know how I
want this.
feel about it yet. I'm like, it looks intriguing,
Really?
but I haven't seen enough
You're
of
like
it.
a doctor who is a vampire,
Mhm.
and there's like a plague going on, and you have to decide who you're going to bring into like your brood, and like you basically make people into vampires, trying not to get caught by like the London police and shit, and like it's fucking crazy. Like I'm like, I
So it's
want to
the order.
see. I won't buy it right out. I want to see like what the reviews are and what people think, because like they really didn't give us a lot of.
That's
information.
exactly why I'm like, I don't know how I feel about it. I'm waiting for that
Sounds
review to
interesting.
come out, and then we'll see what's going on.
Mm.
Sounds interesting, though.
I'm gonna be a champion of Microsoft again.
You might as well.
You be
I
loving,
know.
you be loving yourself some Microsoft.
Crackdown 3. I want to
What
see
is that?
it.
You know, you don't care about that game.
I
They
do.
said-
You
they
only
said-
care about it because y'all have no games.
They said,
Shut up.
They said there's a rumor that it can be pushed back again.
Because
It's already
2019.
it's already
Because
pushed back to
because-
December this year.
Because of the backlash.
I've heard that they may
Of
be
the
like
fucking-
redoing it again.
Because of the backlash of what
the
guys
graphics,
fucking-
but I'm sure they changed it.
nobody
by now.
cares about Crackdown 3.
No.
I do. I care.
Yeah,
Was that the backlash? It was the graphics?
yeah,
itself?
yeah.
Yeah.
The way it looked, it
Yeah, the
didn't
way
look like
it was like
polished at all.
it was
I might get in a lot of
very-
trouble for saying this, but I am fucking tired of Terry Crews.
Come on, you
I
can't be
love
tired
that
of
guy,
him.
but I am fucking tired of
They
him.
probably took him
Leave
out.
him
Why
alone.
does everyone suck his dick? I don't get it.
Old Spice. That's it.
Dancing,
Old
dancing.
Spice.
He's a fun,
He
loving
makes
guy.
his peck dance. Great.
Deadpool 2. Deadpool 2.
Give me a string. I can make my dick dance. Who gives a shit? I don't understand.
He had a reality
doesn't
show.
do that.
Come on.
He had a reality show?
He did, yeah.
Jeez,
with his family.
That's
really, jeez.
Wow.
That's when I was like, oh man.
He's a good
All
guy.
right.
That's what's too much.
He's probably like really like funny. And
He's probably like the nicest guy in the world. Seems like a nice dude.
Like yo,
You'll
Terry, I'm
probably
sorry,
meet him.
dude. But
You're probably gonna
seriously.
meet him at E3.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
right? He'll be like,
So
yo,
I
I heard
saw-
what you fucking said
I saw
about
that podcast.
Yeah.
He'll probably knock you out with one of his packs.
He's like 50,
Yeah.
like 55,
He's
right?
like-
He's Mad Diesel though.
He's
Yeah.
like pretty old,
He's a
but he's
savage.
He's
fucking
in
crazy
ripped.
incredible shape, man.
But I mean, Crackdown. I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
I heard
I'm not excited about any games from Microsoft.
Scalebound. Scalebound's going to be
Scalebound!
No, stop it.
I was fucking so excited for that game.
Shit on everybody.
That game's going to be awesome.
Shit on everybody.
Dragons 4
I think
players?
they
So, like,
canceled that. I think they canceled that to make it a Panzer Dragon.
Yeah,
I think
right.
that's what's gonna happen with that. Imagine.
I'd love to see it.
Damn, I haven't heard that
Platinum
name in
Games
so
still
long.
makes awesome games,
It
so
does.
it should have been good.
It does.
God damn it.
What's Nintendo gonna do?
Fire
Smash
Emblem.
Brothers.
Smash Brothers.
Smash
We
Brothers.
talked about that.
It doesn't matter what they're doing. Smash Brothers takes all.
And then
That is
announced
correct.
Punch Out.
They said
That's
that's
true.
their main thing of the whole is gonna be.
Yeah, no, they came out and said they were like, "Yo, we're
Smash Brothers.
That's
we're
the main thing.
basically doing like an hour of Smash Brothers."
That's
like,
all they have to do.
and finally show what Fire Emblem's going to look like.
No,
That'd be
no,
great.
I don't think they're doing
That'd
that.
be
Stop
great.
it! I'll throw this mic at you.
No, it's on the thing.
I'll take it off.
All right, fine.
Pause.
They might announce
So-
another Gears of War.
They
I
might.
heard about that.
I
Yeah.
heard about that
They
too.
should.
Yeah.
They should
It's-
announce both of their games. Should not everything. Announce everything you have.
Yo, Microsoft just
Yeah.
needs to roll out the red
I
carpet
was-
and go hard.
I don't think they're gonna do
balls to
it.
the
They're not
wall.
gonna do it at all.
I was so upset. I was so upset from what you said before about Gears of War 4 being not as good as the other ones. I was so upset with the end of that game.
Yeah.
I was so upset with that
I thought it was a
game.
good
Wait,
game.
there's a way.
I liked it a
Listen,
lot.
You're talking about
Listen.
the boss battle or the actual
No,
ending?
No, the
The-
boss was fine.
I didn't beat.
No, just
spoilers,
the
no
yeah, I'm not
spoilers.
just the ending,
No
and it's
spoilers.
like, because I liked the game. I really was like starting to really like it, and it just
There's a good way to do it and a bad way. They did it the bad way. Resident Evil 2 did it a good way. If you're gonna do it like that,
I was very upset with that. I'm
That's-
like, especially as part 4.
That's
like,
true.
come on, man.
But nothing was like, all right. Regardless of what you thought of Gears of War 4, story wise,
it was so long.
a little bit. It felt long.
It dragged.
It did,
a
but
certain part.
and honestly, but the thing is that you're comparing it to 2 and 3 that took you on a fucking wild roller coaster
I love
of
3.
emotions.
I love 3.
Yep.
I love
I'm
3.
comparing it to
Three
1.
was-
So 3 is my
awesome.
favorite. 3 is my favorite.
Same here.
Three
I'm
was
comparing it to 1.
amazing.
3.
Gears
3.
1 was dope too. But 3,
I-
know,
people-
like,
people
yo,
said
me
I'm
and
a
him-
Microsoft
yo, we-
hater.
We bump heads all
I
the
had
time.
6 Xbox 360, 6 of them. All right.
And he
That's
hates them
why.
all.
Three.
That's why.
He hates all of them.
That's
all
why
of
I
them.
hate.
Should hate yourself for purchasing that shit.
Yeah.
That's why he's mad.
They said, "Don't worry, you can send it to us now. This is how many your 5th one. You can send it to us. Don't worry about it." I was like, "Oh, thanks."
Yeah, Red Rings.
And I still have none. It's red in my closet now. Still have nothing.
So mad and bitter.
I traded my Earthbound for a bootleg one, and it red ring.
Damn.
My Earthbound.
That's your fault.
Wow.
I can care less. I got Earthbound
I
on
didn't
there.
have. I had 1 red ring my entire Xbox.
We had a
career.
I never had
We
one.
had a few.
We had
Like 2.
Never had one.
2 or 3.
I
One
got
or
it when it
two,
first
right?
came out. Like that was like
We
I
got a few.
loved Xbox.
I got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
I got
I
it.
had
I
two-
loved it.
I
It
had
just
2
was
Red Rings.
awful
Yeah, too.
as a system.
no, Xbox 360 was a great system.
I sold mine before it red ring.
Loved it.
But again, like one thing Microsoft does really well is online stuff, and
Yeah.
so like
So they're gonna
that's-
announce
So they need to
different projects though.
right, but they need to have if they want to come out on top here, or at least second to Nintendo, because it doesn't matter what anyone else is doing, Nintendo wins.
Hmm.
And I'm not even saying that as like a fanboy.
No,
Like,
it's
I'm
true,
just saying,
though.
like,
It's really, really,
like, this year. It's already like Nintendo already wins.
Unless all they have is Smash Bros. I mean, Smash Bros.
Pokemon
versus
Pokemon.
everything. No, that's not. Stop.
Punch
Stop.
out.
Smash Brothers.
Punch out. Punch
Punch
out.
out.
Well, they had the Pokemon
They-
trailer. They
they
have Smash
dropped that
Brothers.
Pokemon.
That Pokemon
are-
is not going to be the one.
They did trash.
But people are
Sorry.
gonna buy it anyway.
So
People are
Pokemon-
gonna-
It's gonna make a
Pokemon-
killing.
Unless they
Pokemon
have
was
an
announced.
hour of Smash Brothers and then like the half hour of like Nintendo Labo shit. Like that's that's the only
Ooh,
way.
I
to
Cardboard.
forgot about Lavo.
Yeah.
Cowboy.
What are they going to do
So-
with that?
Just give me the gun. Give me the gun,
But-
Labo, and I'll buy
Yeah,
it.
but
No,
so
you're
like
not.
the way Microsoft comes out on top is not even just giving us like real exclusives, but like at
They're going to
least
give you cloud service.
well, no, but at least
They
at least
are.
hinting at some of their stuff. So like a Halo 6, a Gears of War 5, like that's great, whatever. But
I'm
like
surprised.
come up again with your like Sea of Thieves is so important for them because like that is something that if they had gotten on the ground working when they released it,
They better
and-
come out with the rest of the game.
and don't get me wrong, like there is a lot to that game. I enjoy that game, and it's not something for everyone.
Mm.
But if they have something like that, new titles that could blow us out of the water, like I'm sorry, but I could sit there in Sea of Thieves for an hour just looking at the water.
Yeah.
The water
Yeah.
like graphics, the water physics is so good. Just that alone. Like if they just came out with a game, it was just fucking like the beach. Like and they had those physics in there, I'd fucking sit there, I'd put on my sunglasses and I'd just sit there and watch it.
Put the
I
giant,
got something.
put the giant squid in there
I got
and a
some.
kraken. I need to see all this.
I got something. Ready? You can agree with me.
Cool.
Microsoft, if they want to win, they gotta have the Xbox One be able to play any fucking song you want to any game.
Oh yeah, like what they used to do.
I was trying to figure that shit
Like
out
they
the
did
other
on the
day.
360.
I
Why
was trying
can't
to
they
figure
do
that out.
anymore?
Okay.
You
I
can't
had
do
to
it,
look
man.
it up. They said I have to download
No,
like
no.
Pandora or something,
No.
and then I got like play it before I start the game.
No.
And then I got like
No.
I gotta do like a lot of weird shit because I used to make playlists
Same here.
for certain games for the
I
Xbox
remember that.
360,
Yeah, I
and I'd
remember
plug
that.
in my iPod.
Yeah.
I'd make playlists for certain games.
and it would make it so much better.
You did,
Yeah.
that for the you did that for the Transformers games.
I did for
Oh, yeah.
Transformers. I played the Transformers '86 soundtrack and Transformers the game. It changed the experience
Oh, yeah.
completely.
Oh,
Yeah.
Changed it
There is
Come-
the best song of all
And you
time.
can hear the
completely.
And you can hear the sound effects and everything.
It changed it
80s
completely.
trashy
Playing
hair rock.
playing a remixed version of the a.k.a. Warriors theme music to Just Cause
Just
2
Cause
while
2.
you're riding a damn jet on the top. Dude, that just changes the whole game. Taking the Walking Dead soundtrack and putting it to State of Decay changes the whole
Grand Theft Auto. putting your own soundtrack.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
I
It
changed
changes
Gears of
it.
War.
Grand
I
Theft
put
Auto.
heavy metal. I put like crazy stuff in Gears of War.
It's
That's
awesome.
crazy.
Yo, man.
That is the best feature.
It really is.
great.
You
In
gotta
my
put some Linkin Park to
If-
that shit
yeah,
when you're in a
yeah,
shootout. It's
yeah.
fucking
It's
crazy,
amazing.
man. That shit is insane.
If Microsoft
Well, you
wants to
you
win.
got the touch when you were Optimus Prime,
Yeah.
and you had Megatron. You had Megatron as the gun as a special part of that stage. You played that running through the stage.
Yeah,
and
with
it was great.
with the old sound effects.
Yeah, with the light. The
Yep.
light sound.
I was
It
like, yo, I
great.
don't want to turn this off. I'm about to cry. I'm like, this shit's fucking
It
crazy.
made a difference. That should definitely
No,
be
it
something
does,
they could do.
man.
But I don't understand why they took it out. Just because of
They-
Spotify.
Yeah,
They just wanna put
Spotify,
Spotify
Pandora,
in
and these
there.
other
And they don't work
apps
the
they
same.
got. No, it
No.
doesn't.
The one thing that Microsoft does is that they like really hold all of their like partners
Yeah,
like really close by. Like you
And
know,
it hurts
it's-
everyone.
Right,
Yeah.
it really does because like you lose a lot of that kind of shit that you could do, and so like all right, they
was in
have
everything.
partnerships with
Yeah.
Pandora. So guess what? You can use Pandora. Like you can't use Spotify, you can't use anything else. It's just Pandora. You can stream on Twitch, but it's
they used to have Xbox
kind of
Music.
shitty.
Remember that?
But Mixer works really well on
PlayStation
Microsoft.
does the
Yeah, I
same
know
shit,
that
though.
works amazing.
PlayStation does the same thing.
Yeah.
You have to go through their music thing or whatever, and
Yep.
Spotify.
But they used to
Mhm.
have Sony Music. Remember having all these things?
Yeah.
They couldn't
That's
do
such
it.
bullshit, man.
Couldn't
Can
do
I
it.
just plug in an old iPod and just
a-
fucking play a
fucking,
song?
Like, nope.
A thumb drive. Just put it in, and
This
that's
Not
is
it.
anymore.
this
Come
is
on,
our
man.
fault though.
Right.
We wanted convenience.
Yeah.
We
Right.
wanted new things. This is the shit that we use.
Well, CDs don't exist anymore, so you're like, how are you gonna get this in there?
But hold on, installing a game onto my Xbox is not convenient at all.
Oh, it totally is.
I want to put the disc in and play.
That
Yeah,
wasn't
I
the
hate
plan.
that.
That wasn't the plan. It's supposed to be all digital.
You know
okay?
what's
That
funny?
was the plan.
You know,
alright?
I still have
That's
to
why the
install
Switch
it.
just
I'm
pop
glad-
in.
I'm glad you
No.
brought that up because I got home mad late. I'm like, yo, I got State of Decay at like 12 p.m., but I had to go to work. I'm like, gotta get to play this game. I completely forgot about the installation. I throw it in. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, shit, I gotta wait for this goddamn shit. I'm
Yup.
fucking
Yep.
tired of it.
How many
man.
hours?
It
Not
was
too
like,
long,
No, it
but
was
it's-
like this one
it's
was
enough.
like
a small game.
it was maybe 40 minutes, something like that.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Eee,
40 minutes.
yeah.
A little too long.
Well, I'm surprised. Microsoft. I'm saying they're probably not going to announce too many things that aren't third-party games. They might announce some exclusives that they'll get for like 6 months, stuff like that, but not really any real exclusives.
2-week exclusive. They'll get
But,
two
yeah,
week
2
exclusives
week-
now.
Yes, Kev, 2
That's
weeks
the deal.
exclusive. Yes, thanks for coming over with that. But I think that they're gonna announce. I'm surprised they don't have any VR. Like as much as they push like HoloLens, as much as
Sorry.
no,
Who
no,
said that? Who said that?
as much
VR is such a fucking gimmick. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Fucking
I'm
sucks.
with you.
Fuck VR.
As
Thank
much
you.
Fucking piece of shit.
as
I said it last year. I said it last
Resident
year.
Evil
You
7.
remember?
Resident Evil 7 is much better with the VR than it
said
is
that
without.
I
The
said that
only
shit last
thing
year.
VR is good for is horror games, and that is
Yeah.
it because it's
as
too
much
immersive.
as Microsoft
Too
push HoloLens and how much they're putting the future of PC anything into that,
Because they got money.
they haven't announced a headset for the Xbox.
They got the
Because they
money.
don't need one. Like
Yeah.
PC players already have VR, so they
Exactly.
don't need that shit.
Right.
Like the gamers that play on Xbox,
They pushed
We're-
it so hard.
we're used to the games we already play. Like
They
half
wasted
of the people
E3
are
last
still playing
year.
Destiny. Half of the people are still playing Halo.
Mhm.
Half of the people are still playing
They're
Gears
gonna
of War.
announce
Half of the people.
Halo.
Not to mention that you don't even need a system to play the games. You could play
They're
them
gonna
on your,
announce
on
that.
your PC.
Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna
like,
be
Play
surprised.
Anywhere became a
Halo
super convenience
6.
for all that shit.
What the fuck? Hollow? Why you?
It's gonna be HoloLens Halo.
Hollow?
Halo 6.
No, it's just gonna
It's
be.
gonna
Halo
be.
6. No.
Oh, they're gonna say Halo and it's gonna go.
This is
It's
this
gonna
is
be
a this is a
oh.
huge this is a huge shot in the dark, and I only say this because I
You can take cover behind your couch. Gears of War.
nobody wants to do
Come
that.
on.
That's
Come
fucking
on.
terrible.
You
Cover
play
behind
time-
your
You
couch.
know what I really want?
You can play
Terrible.
Time Crisis in your living room.
No one wants to do that.
I recently
That would
on,
work.
on Classically Trained. I recently went through for we were doing a countdown to Infinity War.
Yes.
And I recently
yes.
went back and played
Your
the
controller sucked, by the way. Your controller made me hurt.
Yeah, we were.
Because I played,
Oh, we know.
I played that Venom and Spider-Man game. I wrecked that game. I got like halfway through. I'm like, I haven't even died yet.
We were
I was
crippled.
like,
We
my
were crippled.
controller
No, that-
worked.
that
we went back
controller
to Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2.
Yeah?
I saw that. I saw that.
Oh,
Yeah, I
and,
saw that.
I was playing it and I went, I really want a third one. Of
No, it
these.
needs to
Yeah.
happen. No, it needs to
Like,
happen.
Those
I
games
would
are
love
awesome.
that.
Activision made that, didn't they?
Yeah, I think so. I
Yes.
don't remember.
Yes, they
offhand.
did.
They won't be doing
Yeah,
it
they won't be
again.
doing it. Somebody could easily buy the like Disney.
Oh, Capcom
and-
tried.
well, I'm saying like Disney now owns all the Marvel rights, and they can still play and do anything they want now. Like they
Well,
can
they
go
would.
to
I'm surprised
any-
they didn't do it.
There's an Avengers game coming out.
They can't do.
I just don't know what
But
the
I'm
fuck.
saying,
They
like,
can't
if
do
they-
Ultimate Alliance
I know
until
that they
they
did
get.
the second
2
one
years.
dealt with Civil War. Like, why not do a third one that does Infinity War?
That'd be
That'll
amazing.
wait- That's what I want.
Yeah.
That'd be
Because
perfect.
that
That'd
would
be
make
good.
sense, and that's what people want.
exactly.
That's why.
Exactly.
Microsoft.
No, 'cause people want it.
That's
They'll
not
make 'em
Microsoft
happy.
policy.
Yeah. Wait, does it say here we're supposed to make people happy? We're
I'm
supposed
not
to
talking about Microsoft. I'm just saying in general, somebody make it.
If Disney got the rights to everything like they were going to, thanks Comcast. Who knows what's gonna happen now? But if they did,
Fucking Sony.
then they might be able to do that and put the X-Men in there and put everybody in there and make everybody happy.
It's so overdue.
But if they did it again, it would have the same effect that the other last Capcom vs. Marvel had, and they don't want to do that again.
Dude, those games are so dope.
So I can understand why they're
X-Men
not
Legends,
doing it. Right
X-Men
X-Men
Legends
games
2,
were awesome.
fucking
Yeah.
Civil War,
Yeah.
Alliance.
What
they
about
were
that mobile
so
one?
Dope.
What about that mobile?
No one knows it. No
Marvel
one played it. It's a piece of shit.
No, I played it for a little while. It was all right.
I see a lot of people be playing it.
It's just
crazy.
like
Fucking
it's
horrible.
whatever.
Fucking, it's mobile garbage. I hate mobile games, man.
Like I don't have a phone to play games on it.
So we know Microsoft's probably not gonna announce much. But what about PlayStation? So they have
I
a few
don't
games.
care.
You're gonna see.
Damn.
They have
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's
all they
Spider-Man.
have is
You
Spider-Man.
care about
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
They're gonna
Saw
get.
the
They're
trailer
gonna
for
set.
that.
They're gonna have Spider-Man.
It's coming
It's
to
probably gonna be
Xbox.
playable. It's probably gonna be playable.
Fucking
It's not
wish.
coming to Xbox.
Yeah,
Fucking
right.
wish.
It's not coming to Xbox.
Nah.
So they have another game
My game's on
that
there.
is actually I'm pretty excited for. It's Ghost of Tsushima.
Never heard of it. Don't care. No, I'm just kidding.
He's so excited he can't pronounce.
Hey, it's a super TSU, okay? Sue.
Sue.
He said, so excited.
How
about
do you
it.
say
It's-
General
it's
Sal's chicken?
General
Huh?
Chi-
How do you say it?
General So's chicken.
See? You said so, I say Sal. Whatever.
I say Tao. General Tao.
That's why I'm tongue tied on it. But that game was made by the people who made what was that? What was that platformer? They made Infamous and they made that cartoon
Sucker
platformer.
Punch.
Yeah, Sucker Punch is the company. But they made Sly Cooper. There you go. But this game looks kind of like it's probably gonna break. Don't worry about it.
Oh, that'd be so awesome. During the podcast, the mic just falls
It
off.
probably will.
Imagine.
But this game looks like Onimusha. I mean, they didn't show the actual game, but I have a feeling it's gonna look kind of like Onimusha.
I fucking love the Onimusha game.
It seems like this is gonna be similar to it, kind of, or like a Tenchu, or like I'm hoping it's gonna be something like both of
Tenchu.
those.
I fucking miss Tenchu.
So, but the trailer looked dope.
Yo, Tenchu did not age well.
No,
Oh, I'm afraid to look, dude.
I fight you.
I am find you.
Yo, I
No,
saw,
it didn't.
I saw part of that game on like YouTube, and I was just like, "Yo, that is disgusting."
No, they're
Yo,
blocky as hell.
love
That was
that
game. No
PlayStation 1
music?
though. That was PlayStation 1. That's like saying Metal Gear Solid aged well. It did not. It did not. It did not age well. They need to bring that back.
Neither did 5. So.
Well,
The five.
They gave that game on Microsoft for free this month. I went, fuck that game.
that should have never been born.
you're
I
right.
downloaded
You're right on
it.
that.
I played it for like 5 minutes, and I deleted
No,
it.
the first
Hold
20
on.
minutes.
You
First
don't
20
like
minutes.
Metal
First
Gear
tw-
Solid 5.
First
I got
20
no
minutes is great.
patience.
First 20
Zero
minutes is
patience.
fine. And then it turned into this thing where I was getting stuff for a ship.
What a way to shit
Turn
on
it
a
off.
franchise.
Okay,
Shit on a
wait.
franchise.
This
Turn
is
it
a
off.
good point because a lot of people are going to go be like, yo, what about Death Stranding? Kojima,
They're going to announce that too?
Just-
Oh.
Again.
I plead with Hollywood. Just hire Kojima for one movie so we
Yeah.
can get the fuck rid of him.
Oh, you mean 5 movies. You mean 5 movies because you ain't getting it in 2 hours.
that's true.
5 movies.
I'm so tired of that.
3 hours each.
So tired of his.
He
movies.
knows how to milk a scene.
He does.
He knows how to
Yeah.
milk a scene for 30 minutes.
It's like
He
Dragon
does.
Ball.
And
You
Look,
should
oh,
do a Dragon Ball movie.
Dragon Ball's just,
One
You
episode.
should.
That's one episode.
Imagine if he made a Dragon Ball movie.
Oh my god.
No, yo, that
It'd be the
movie.
longest
That
movie
movie
ever.
was on TV the other day.
No.
Oh my god.
Yo.
No.
The only part,
All right.
Oh
the
my
only
God.
part, the
Let's
only,
stay- let's
only
stay on
part-
topic.
the only part I liked about that movie was the high school part because it had nothing to do with Dragon Ball
Oh,
at
okay.
all.
I never saw it, never wanted to see it.
I watched
no.
5 minutes, turned it
I
off.
saw a review of it, and I was
Man.
like, ah, man. Why? Why?
I knew it was gonna be bad.
Live action
I-
Dragon
I
Ball.
was like,
Worst
Jesus.
idea ever.
I sat through it,
I love Shameless.
and
I love
and
Shameless.
the
I
best
love
part of that
Shameless.
movie was
Whitewashing.
The
The whitewashing. Yes, come on. Yeah, the whitewashing. It's like,
The
come on,
whitewashing was
stop.
pretty bad.
So Death Stranding, I don't know. They're probably gonna have another
That looks too fucking
thing.
weird.
It's
that
not a game. I'm
It's
just gonna watch
so
another trailer.
weird.
It's just to freak you out. No,
Death
Death
Stranding.
Stranding is just to freak you out. It's just to be there and it's gonna show you another
so
thing.
weird.
It's gonna look
man.
great.
Fuck the game.
Come on, Daryl's taking over. He's taking over everything.
Terrible.
He's
So
taking
why don't
over
they
Walking
put him in
Dead.
State of K2?
Daryl.
He's taking over
Jesus
Walking Dead.
Christ. Put him in
Daryl.
State of K2.
They're gonna put him as the head guy.
Finish PT.
We'll see what happens
with
there.
the crossbow.
And Of course, they're gonna probably announce more on The Last of Us Part 2. I don't know if they're gonna even say anything about it.
I think they will. I think they'll throw a whole bunch.
It'll
of
be
shit in
another
there.
trailer, probably.
I think it'll be gameplay.
You know what?
Yeah.
I think
Finally, yeah. It's
well,
been a
your
while,
game.
man.
What's the other one?
Days Gone. That's
Days Gone is probably gonna get more
It's
than that.
basically done. It's
'Cause
been
gotta
done.
come out. It has to come out before Last of Us
Yeah.
Part 2. Has to.
Well,
My-
Days Gone. It's
my
gotta be done.
prediction is that Death Stranding's gonna get canceled.
It's not gonna get canceled.
Dude, if it
No,
does,
it's not gonna be
I
good.
will,
PT got canceled. Damn it!
I will laugh my ass
Nah,
off.
that was
if it
never
It
gets-
can happen.
started.
If it
It
got
can fucking happen.
if it
They
gets
didn't
no,
even start it.
dude, anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
I don't think it'll get canceled. I think that
It'll be bad. Yes.
I think it'll be bad.
It'll be
And
bad.
I think
people,
it'll be-
people will start playing it and go, "Oh, I'm watching a movie."
It'll be better
like-
than Metal Gear Survive. That's
I was gonna say that. Metal Gear
I-
Survive.
and that's all
I'm
it has
sitting
to
here-
be.
I want to save.
I'm
Hold on,
sitting
wait,
here
how much
playing a movie that I literally I get because the opening scene of Phantom Pain is 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Of
That's
me crawling
dude. That's
on the
too
ground.
much. That's too much.
That was a little long. It was a
That's
very
too
long.
A little
much.
long.
I was hoping that it started, and then it finally did, and then it was over.
That's too long.
I got zero patience for that.
That was
Yeah, that's
I
too
can't
much.
sneak around for 45 minutes like Batman, like the Batman game. Like
Remember
the
they tried
Arkham
to say
game.
it wasn't-
I can sneak around for a little while, but 45 minutes, no.
I gotta get into some shit.
I'll fall asleep.
You gotta
while
get into
playing.
some shit.
Remember they tried to say that wasn't Metal Gear?
Yeah, remember that.
It
Yeah,
was like some big floating whale. Like he was like, "What is this game?"
it plays differently than the rest of the game, which
yeah,
is
it plays
strange.
awful.
Right.
Plays
It
awful.
plays awful.
Plays awful.
It's not right. Not right.
So anything that we didn't mention that might be huge at I mean, shout out to Tomb Raider, they may show.
Yes.
Anything else big? Anthem maybe.
Oh, I forgot about it.
Oh, they'll play it.
That's right.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
should. Division
gonna
2 will
mention
probably make an appearance.
Anthem should have an anthem. I
Stop
think
it.
it should
Stop
be an
it.
anthem.
Can you just
How long
stop
do you
it?
think? How long do you think?
How long were you waiting to say that?
Viewer
Think-
count just
think
dropped
longer.
to zero.
Think longer. Beyond Good and Evil may show up. Obviously, Battlefield and Call of Duty will show up.
I hope. Because only I
No,
saw it.
You know what?
There's no way Battlefield's showing up. They already there. Like
Yeah.
EA will be like, "Yo, we announced Battlefield already. Like we got other shit."
It's not. Yeah, it's not showing up.
I really.
if they do that, like, because they'll
they'll
play a lot
they'll
of
show
Anthem.
something different.
Well, they'll show probably like actual gameplay of Anthem this time around.
Maybe.
They better.
They'll show a
'Cause
jetpack.
They literally have to.
Jetpack.
Jetpack, yeah.
And it's funny because like everyone's like, "Oh, this game's gonna destroy Destiny 2," and I already said Destiny
It
2
better.
destroyed itself.
Yeah.
So
It has to
they
destroy. it.
literally
Destiny.
have no
It has to
competition
demolish
going
Destiny. It has to demolish
Yeah.
anything Destiny's had. That whole
in. The problem is
anyone
that
playing that has to go to Anthem.
if they announce Halo 6, it has to beat Halo, is what it has to do.
Yeah.
It won't, but it has to, as if it wants to survive.
I
I
want.
hate the Arbiter.
The Division
Whatever
2.
that guy is. I hate him.
Go
Hate
ahead,
him.
Al.
The
That
Division
ruined- that
2.
ruined it.
The first Division.
Oh, that's right. Division
the
2
first,
is coming, right?
The first game.
Mhm.
I looked at previews and everything like that.
And I'm
trailers,
gonna agree right with
and
you
I was
too.
like, oh,
Did
this
the
looks
same
like
thing.
a really cool game.
I did
All
the
It's
right.
same
crazy
thing.
because you
And
thought it
then
was a
when
multiplayer game.
And then it was turned out to be an online multiplayer.
Yeah, I
and
thought
I'm
it was a
like,
campaign. I thought
Yeah.
it was gonna
I'm
be
like,
like a
there's
cool.
no
I was gonna
campaign.
get it.
So
They had
like-
snow on the car that you can knock off. That doesn't happen in the game.
So like
lies.
whatchamacallit, they made the sequel, which was also online only,
Mhm.
and then they added a campaign, and the second sequel was way better than the first one. Can't think of the game right now. Fuck.
Mega
it was
Man 2.
with the mech. It was
Mega
with the
Man
mech.
2.
Mega Man.
It was the first
2.
Mega
person
Man
shooter.
2?
It was
What are you
like
saying?
a
It was better
Call
than
of
the
Duty.
Titanfall.
Titanfall.
There it goes.
Titanfall
Came out at
2.
the wrong time, man.
Awesome fucking
Supposed to be
game.
way better.
Awesome game. And it was a sequel, and they just reversed everything. They were like, all right, you can go online, but we have a campaign for you. We have a
Yep.
story.
Now to never make another
Awesome.
campaign ever again.
Awesome. Awesome.
Ever again.
I would like to
And I
mess
got a
with
review.
if
I hope
Division
they
2.
do that. I hope
Yeah.
they do that with Division 2.
If they did a campaign and they did like a little split screen action going on,
Yo.
I'll buy it in 2 seconds.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
man.
I'll fuck with that.
Hey,
I
you
wish
think speaking of
Overwatch
that,
had a
speaking of
campaign.
Tom Clancy,
Yeah, right.
I wish Overwatch had.
yeah, I wish it did. I would have kept it. I sold it for $20. I played it 3 times. It's a waste of one.
Damn.
We should never pick up
No,
another
no,
first-person game again.
Yeah, man.
That's
Not
weak,
like
'cause
that.
It's 2 years in, and they're still going real strong.
No, I
So,
know.
like,
I know.
that's
No, the
weak.
game is, but I didn't like
But
it.
all right, here's the thing with the Division is that the first one, you get a storyline of post-apocalypse or like apocalypse happening
Yeah.
and no zombies, and that's fucking amazing
Yeah,
because that's
yeah,
so hard to do,
Yeah.
right? They have this mini campaign that you run through, and then you have the Dark Zone, which is all multiplayer shit.
Where
right.
people get ripped off constantly.
Basically, yeah, it's exactly what it is. So like, the Division 2 needs to start strong. They need to be like, yo, we are all story, and then
Mhm.
there is bits and pieces where you can there's a separate
Right.
multiplayer
They should do it that
where
way.
you can like, this is a capture the flag or PvP, whatever. Like, it's not just an open zone of people
Battle
killing each
Royale.
other.
Right.
Right.
Battle Royale.
No battle
Battle
royale.
Royale.
Right. Or they do it where they sort of did it the Dark Zone thing, but they gotta make it where it's like, look, you're going in this to scrounge, but also watch your back. Like they have to give people a heads up of what the fucking Dark Zone was. Like now people kind of know what it is already.
Mhm.
But if they make it so that like, all right, look, you're going in there to literally like you're trying to rebuild society, but it's our multiplayer. So you're going in with a team of people.
Right.
Do not go by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know, do not go with just doubles.
Right.
Get a fucking squad and go in and murder people.
It
Right.
should have been a mix of all their
Mm.
Tom Clancy games in one,
Nah.
with
Yeah.
vehicles, with your squad and campaign.
Yeah,
Vehicles
they should have had a
was.
Should have been
whole-
everything.
They should have had a whole thing. So like,
Speaking of which,
so they need to separate both. They need to have a campaign that's really great and it's
Yeah.
like 8 to 10 hours long, and there's
Everything should have a campaign,
and
damn
there's,
it.
and there's a bunch
you
of like
think?
little side quests and it's really fun and like whatever.
What's the game?
And then the multiplayer thing.
do you
And
think,
those are two separate.
speaking of Tom
Agreed.
Clancy and campaigns, do you think that they'll announce Splinter Cell?
I think so. No, they've been
Oh,
hinting a lot. Actually, yeah, I'm agree with that.
Yeah.
They've been hinting at that a
Yeah.
lot because he was in some game. What the fuck game was he in? He made a guest appearance in some popular
Shovel
game.
Knight.
Sam Fisher.
Shovel
No,
Knight.
you fucking
And
fool.
Shovel Knight?
What the fuck?
Really? You're just gonna throw everything off
Wow.
by throwing something that doesn't even mean anything.
The goggles.
Imagine, I'll be honest.
Apple meet oranges.
That'd be funny.
Now he made a guest appearance in some game. I should probably fucking know this, but no, they've been hinting a lot. He was
Yeah.
in Soul Calibur with it.
No, he was in Tekken 7.
Jamie Foxx is going to be Spawn, by the way.
I know, I heard.
What?
I'm not mad at that.
Jamie Foxx
I'm
is
not
going to be
mad at
Spawn. He's not going to be in the movie. Don't worry about it.
I'm not mad.
Is he
at
gonna
that.
He's
be?
only going to be 5 minutes
Will he
in.
be singing?
They said $10
No.
million bucks is going to take to
Yes.
make the movie. He's not going to be in the movie.
Mm.
Actually, he might be a regular person.
Oh, so before I forget this for the third time, what I really, really, really hope, I don't think it'll be there. The only reason it came to my mind because I saw it on IGN. It had a video. What would Fight Night look like in on the Xbox One X? And they took like
Be real as hell.
they took Champion and they kind of like did like a little filter over it or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, why are they doing this right now? Are they coming out with another one? Please come out with another one, please, because UFC
They
kind
made
of.
UFC every
UFC's
day.
kind of UFC's kind of like because McGregor's doing his own weird shit and he
They
hasn't
don't
been
have any
on,
people in it.
so it doesn't really much going on with the UFC right now. It's kind
Just
of
put
like,
McGregor in the boxing game.
and it's more.
So he can lose.
Why the fuck not?
Damn.
I mean, he already did it, so why the fuck
I
not? You
know,
can still make
yeah.
money from it.
True.
But I mean, it's just fucking do another Fight Night, please. It's one of the only games I play online. Just fucking do it again.
No, but you're
please.
gonna get
Or a
frustrated
punch
because you
out.
know people are
I'll be
gonna figure
happy.
out the.
Punch.
But I actually do very good.
exploits.
I do pretty good, right?
You did good
I
against
do.
No, I'm not
Exploitation.
saying that you're not good. I'm
Exploitation.
just saying like
I'm the best in the world.
I gotta say,
Jesus Christ.
I know this is probably never gonna happen, but I wish for a Punch Out, the Wii version,
Hell yeah.
remastered for the Switch.
Yeah, it'd be great. Be great.
Remastered.
I
or
know
new
it's
one?
not gonna happen.
It's called Arms.
Arms.
Ooh.
Hey,
Ooh. It's called
damn.
Punch
It's not.
Out. It's
Shut
called
up.
Punch Out.
Arms plays like fucking virtual on.
What would you rather
It
do?
really does. It
What would you
plays
rather
like
have? A
virtual.
sequel or a remake of the last one?
Mike Tyson.
I would rather have.
Dude,
You know
I've
what?
been saying that for a while.
That's all I want.
That would be insane.
Mike Tyson.
Only if I get to play as the pigeon.
He's
A
never-
remake?
He can't beat the
Unless it's the first one, yeah.
But what if they say it's a sequel and Mike Tyson's back for revenge?
Well, he's
Oh,
old
be
now.
happy.
Just put him in
Listen,
there, man.
listen,
Just put him in there. Be fucking. He'll be the first guy you
They
fight,
already
and he
got
sucks.
Tyson in there, man.
I'm
Mr.
hap-
Sandman's Tyson.
I'm
Wow.
happy with.
No, he's not. No, he's
Wow.
not.
No, I'm happy with any
Throw a bottle
3D.
at him.
I'm happy with any 3D Punch Out.
Okay.
If it's a remake, I'm happy.
They
If
do
it's a
have
fucking
they
sequel,
have
I'm
Punch
happy.
Out, man. You got to get Punch Out.
3D.
But if they do
What about me boxing? Is that okay?
knee boxing,
Oh, I was
It's not
so
Punch Out.
speaking
It's
of
not
which,
Punch Out.
they announced that resort game again. I'll probably get it, but I was so mad there was no bowling.
Is it funny that they keep making boxing games except Punch Out? You know that they're not fucking coming with a Punch Out.
Why?
They're like, oh,
Why?
look, here's me boxing. It's kind of like Punch Out. Oh, look,
Totally.
here's Arms. That's
Because they
Punch
can't
Out.
be
It's this
offensive.
really long Punch Out.
They can't be offensive anymore. That's why.
Nah,
No,
I
man.
love how
If they-
Punch Out's offensive. I
If they
love
didn't,
it.
if they didn't come out with Punch Out for the Wii, I would have guessed that they could never come out with a Punch Out again because it's just so present.
that's part of the
Especially
charm.
now.
They take the minor detail
Yeah.
of a character. So, like, the
Stereotype.
Italian guy has, like, a really big nose and an
I
accent.
love it.
you
I
know,
love
like,
it all. It's
Stereotypes
awesome.
galore. I'm fine with
The
it.
French
fine with
dude.
it
The
too,
Irish
man.
guy is, like, super skinny and, like, drinks beer.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's just, like...
Yeah.
You know what I never got though?
But everything's so PC
why
now.
did Jamaican guy go ooh? ooh, like what the hell is that? What
Ooh,
Jamaican guy does that?
That was like 91. Come on.
yeah, he should like at least have some like smoking
Yeah.
some weed or some shit like.
That'd be
Ooh,
great.
who the fuck goes? Ooh,
Full circle to the Jamaican thing.
yeah, hell yeah.
That was the guy
He
that
has-
they knew, okay?
He has 12
Damn,
jobs.
Bob Charlie.
I have,
That was the
I
one
have
Jamaican
5 jobs,
they knew.
man.
Exactly, 5 jobs.
I'm the referee.
He wasn't
and
really.
The,
He wasn't.
I'm the referee and the boxer and the cut man and the cut man.
That'd be awesome.
He'd be knocking on the. He'd be knocking on
He
the.
knocked you out, and he's changing his outfit.
like,
and starts
"Oh,
counting.
He'll be hitting the ring to try and wake himself up. Like, wait, you're knocked out. You can't be moving.
I
your
have
hand.
like 8 jobs. The fuck? No cut man, no ref.
Put Rocky in the
I'm the
shit.
announcer too.
But Rocky.
Put Rocky in.
That would be great if Rocky was in
He was
Punch
supposed to
Out.
be in. There was rumors of him in the old Fight Night.
Yeah.
They were trying to get the license.
Can't
for
buy that license
Yeah.
now.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
man.
Make a Creed
They have the
game.
trunks.
They want like a 70-year-old white guy on there?
Yes,
I don't know.
absolutely.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
hell
They don't
yeah.
have an old guy in Punch Out, do they?
Yeah,
Like
they
a
do.
real old
No,
man.
no, no.
They had
they
De La
do.
Hoya.
He had a stick. No, Super Punch
Oh, yeah?
Out. He had the stick and stuff. He looked like
Oh no, that was an Asian
No,
dude
they-
though.
Yeah, well, he's old.
Wait,
He
you
was
said
like
De La
doing
Hoya?
kung fu
I
stuff.
think he's talking about Fight Night.
Oh, you said De La
Yeah,
Hoya?
yeah, they were-
I was gonna say
And
they
a
don't
dress?
have. They don't have. Yeah, they don't have lingerie.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop.
Wow.
What if that's like a DLC?
No, that's perfect for Fight.
Oh,
That's
man.
perfect for Punch Out. He'll come
Punch
out,
Out,
he'll
yeah.
be coming out in the
The
lingerie.
lingerie, like, hey.
They gotta represent. They gotta represent everybody now.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that would be the worst Punch Out. ever.
No, that'd be
No,
amazing.
They
Come
can't-
on.
This is why they're not making Punch Out.
I'd buy it. I'd buy it.
You can't make a PC Punch Out.
No, you can't make. You have to have like a gay boxer, a
No,
a
they
transgender
can't do
boxer.
it.
you
A
know, you got-
transgender
No,
boxer.
yes.
hey,
Damn.
hey,
All
solve the
that.
problem. Here you go. M for mature.
Hey,
There you go.
Done. Done. There you go.
There you go.
Release it.
Not happening.
Do it.
I don't want that. I don't want that.
No?
You have like a
I want
hillbilly,
Punch Out, damn it.
a hillbilly Midwestern American boxer comes out with like guns. He comes
I
out with like
I never had.
A Trump.
And a
and
MAGA
a
hat.
red, yeah, make
Trump
America
supporter.
great.
I
Trump
never had,
support, that'd be great.
have they ever had a boxing game called Knockout? It would be-
Buster Douglas knockout boxing.
Might have been.
No, just Knockout.
Oh, man.
Just knockout? No.
Just
No?
knockout?
I know it's been KO or something, but that's surprising.
No, nothing's been just knockout.
I'm gonna come out with.
You're gonna come
rip-off.
out. You ain't coming out with a
Rip
damn
off.
thing.
No, me and Al. We're gonna come out with a game that rips off Punch Out.
Hell
We're gonna
yeah.
put it on the
He said,
switch.
"Hell
And
yeah."
call
He's
it
down, he's
Knockout.
down.
He's a hell yeah.
You probably
We're gonna do that.
Probably shouldn't have said that live.
No, we're gonna do it right after this.
Yep.
All right.
All ideas are legally binding. and-
Says at the bottom here. Look, read it. So, anything else that you consider that you want to see at E3 or what?
See, I want to see the next Zelda at E3.
Do you think
It's
there'll
gonna-
be any new?
There was
All
some
right.
funny rumors about another Zelda.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a
They
like a
started-
throwback.
It's too soon.
They
Yeah.
always
Do you
do
think
that,
they'll-
though.
all right. So, do you think
Wait
there'll be
another
any
year.
new hardware from anybody other than the Xbox controller for
the accessible controller.
yeah?
for,
Other than that,
That's so good.
that's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah,
that's dope.
It's actually pretty cool.
And they
looking.
actually had who tweeted? Somebody tweeted
It's cool
a
that someone
joke
made
about
that.
it, and they got destroyed for it. Some
Yo,
company
and
did
they
that.
should be.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
fuck
Yes.
that guy.
Because
Like,
they didn't know what it was. I'm like, nah. You
well,
tried
that's
to
the
make
thing is,
fun
like,
of it.
I watched this like documentary on this gamer who like paralyzed from the neck down. He uses his mouth to play.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I remember.
Fucking
Yeah.
I've seen
And
this
he's
guy.
good
Yeah,
at it.
yeah,
The
yeah,
guy
yeah.
is fucking amazing.
uses
Yo,
his
you have to
mouth?
watch
He
this guy.
plays like Call of Duty. He plays
Yes.
PUBG, and
Yes.
he's amazing.
And he's
Yes.
fucking
And
good.
he's sitting there, and he's like,
Yeah.
and
You still learn
he's
how to
hitting
do it,
kills.
man.
Yeah.
like unbelievable.
That's
kills.
insane, man. That's
That's
crazy.
pretty crazy.
And
I
so
wanna see
for them
that,
to make
actually.
a controller to help in any situation, like you lose your hand or something like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know what to do if I lost my hand. Like as a gamer, like I'd be like, nah, I
I'd use
can't
my other
ever
one.
pick this up.
Yeah. I'll say
Well,
can't spank, can't draw,
Well,
can't play
there's
video
other
games.
problems.
What the fuck you
there's
guys do?
other problems. There's other problems with no hands, but I'm talking about gaming here.
Just kill me. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
How
the
did
first
we get
thing
here?
you think about.
How
Think of
did
the
we get here?
There's another guy though. He's deaf and he plays Street Fighter and he does the Street Fighter 5 tournament and he goes by.
What?
They've had
Yeah.
people play with their feet, man.
He's probably better off
Crazy.
not
They
hearing
also
shit.
had
Probably
the blind guy that plays
The,
Zelda,
the blind guy.
Yeah.
and he was
He goes by like the sound effects.
he goes by the sound. He's
He goes
like
by the
auto-
sound
it's
effects.
all auto.
That's
Yeah.
It's like all
crazy.
auto,
Oh, that's insane.
he
That's like a
plays-
superpower.
He plays like a bat, basically. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Fuck.
How do you
Wow.
know what the secrets are?
Yeah, how do you know what tree
Well,
to
you never
burn
find
down?
that shit, but who cares?
She's like, wait, hold on.
But if you do, if you
Well-
find a secret,
I mean, you probably do it by number, like counting if you knew where it was, but
that's a big
Oh,
ass
that's
crazy.
world.
That's gotta be rough. That's
Crazy.
awesome. That is awesome.
Hey man, as
no,
long as
people
they
find a way, man. That's all it takes.
That's cool,
People
though.
will find a
But
way.
I'm proud of Microsoft for doing that. Like that's awesome. It's super good.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool, especially if you really love something and you could still find a way to appreciate it and do it. That's awesome. That's really cool.
Not physically.
Because if I lose my hands, I'm fucked.
No,
I'm legit fucked.
That's why they're gonna come out with Halo lens.
There's been a lot of physically challenged gamers who are requesting
Stop it.
game console manufacturers to come out with controllers
All you
like
need
that.
is one controller like that. It's fine.
Like what's his name said on the New York Giants, Jason Pierre-Paul, when he blew up his hand from fireworks. He said, "Well, looks like I'm retired from Madden." He's like, "I can't play that shit no more." He's just like, Stummer's blown the shit.
Yeah, but now he can play
He
again.
can if he really
That's the
wants
thing.
to.
But the
If
other
he
thing
was a
like-
real gamer.
Well, the thing is that like a lot of
Play
these guys,
Madden. Come on.
it's like like they waited a long time for like somebody to make a controller, but a lot of these guys were smart enough to make their own.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
So like they
That's really
they
cool.
came up with their own idea, but like it's great for people that like either might be new to the handicap now, or like they were born with it but never realized how to get over it, or they weren't smart enough to come up with something. But whatever, like that's like a really great you're all welcome as gamers. Like please come and play. Like
Now I just need games.
The more the better.
Microsoft, now it's time to work on the game.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if there's graphics or not. Just give us
Give us a game with good graphics so I could just look.
Thanks for the controller. Now make some games.
playing games. He just watches.
Imagine. No,
Hey,
I'll buy the game.
I'm playing Detroit right now.
Exactly. That's my point.
He's watching Detroit.
Watch the.
Hey, I've messed up a lot in that game. There's some
man.
gameplay. I ruined everything.
All right, real quick. Number one game you want to see at E3?
I want to see a Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem.
I don't know.
Wow. Really?
Punch out. Punch out.
Really?
I don't
Punch
have
out.
any
Punch out.
expectations.
Punch out.
Halo 6.
Yeah, I'm with Halo 6 actually.
You want to see Halo 6? Tie between Fire Emblem and Smash Brothers.
I already know Smash is
Jay,
gonna
the
be
last one. At least one. Pick one, God damn it.
Yeah, that's the thing is that I know like
I
Smash
wouldn't
is gonna be
mind-
there. Like why the
Yeah.
why
Fire
would-
Emblem. Since I haven't seen anything or heard anything about
Fire
Fire Emblem, I'd probably say Fire Emblem.
Fire
I
Emblem.
wouldn't mind seeing more of Spider-Man or seeing if Last of Us is any different.
First of
Just
us.
say Last of Us. That's
First
a lot
of us.
better.
Give us a real game.
Yeah, real,
Yeah.
give us
Well,
something.
You know Spider-Man's gonna be there.
Come on.
Warhammer Martyr is gonna be insane. I'm waiting to see
What?
see, shut up. I don't care. I don't care what's coming out. I just want to see it.
What does
fine.
Jay want to see?
I want to be surprised by
You
something.
suck.
I
He
don't
wants
care.
the surprise.
Everything,
No, but
everything
no,
that's been
sticking-
announced, I've seen most of it. I
Sticking
want to
with
be.
that, like I am so
surprised.
tired of leaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I know
Yeah.
you companies do this shit on purpose. Like don't stop doing that and just
Yeah.
save it all for us
Yeah.
to go crazy on.
That's very true because
PR move.
Fire Emblem hasn't had any leaks. Not even the character who's in the game.
If anything, all right. Listen.
Absolutely.
No
All right.
leaks.
If
They
anything,
just do that just
If any-
to get a feel for the public.
Yeah.
if anything, all right. Like surprise me with an indie title that I've not heard of at all. I'm waiting for something like that.
Mhm.
That's fine.
Yes.
That's perfect.
All right.
And yes, no more remasters of games after the
Resident Evil
PS2 era.
Unless it comes to the Switch. Unless it comes to the Switch.
After the PS2, no more remasters.
Well, the
Unless it goes
Wii,
to the
the
Switch.
Wii U is already
Unless it goes
done.
to the
They've
Switch.
done all the Wii U
Switch all
translations.
day.
The Switch needs it.
No, well, Wii U porting, yeah, port fine. Yeah, port
Yeah,
all
yeah.
those,
They've
the whole
already done it.
library.
Well,
They've
remasters,
already
though.
done
There
it.
you go.
Wii U is now done.
They got a couple of
gone.
games. Super Mario 3D World. Announce that.
And also a game
Actually,
that I
Mario
pre-ordered.
Maker. Super Mario Maker.
Mario
needs to be
Maker.
announced. Okay.
And Super Mario Brothers U, we'll call it Super Mario Brothers Switch.
And Captain Toad.
Man.
You
Yes,
know
that's
what?
coming.
already
That's
announced.
coming.
You know what
Coming
I
in
actually
July,
really
thir-
like to see is
July 13th.
And not fake Pokemon game.
Is like a new Castlevania game.
Ooh.
Nah, I don't care.
Curse of
Actually-
the Moon. Curse of the Moon.
But no, but like not like I mean obviously yeah we have Curse of the Moon, but like
Bloodstain.
an actual like
the actual Bloodstain.
Lord's of Shadow.
like
coming out.
just something like
That says Castlevania
yeah something that says
Igavania.
Castlevania.
Lord of the Shadows.
with Trevor,
So if they keep-
Simon.
If they keep coming out with these 3D Metroid,
just got God of
bullshits,
War.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I'm
You
I'm
just
not
got
on
God of
board.
War. That's the next
Yeah,
Castlevania. It's gonna be
God of
exactly
War.
like
Yeah, pretty
God
much.
of War,
it.
God of War.
Yeah, pretty much.
We
it.
can't count on Konami for that shit, so you might as
Yeah.
well.
Oh, man.
Well, if they make
Iga.
it like if they made it like the new God of War, then I'd be like, all right.
No, probably.
Damn.
That'll probably be.
I'll
it.
Because
turn
for
it.
me, that would like sink that they put in Simon Belmont for Smash Brothers. And
Yeah.
that's how I fucking won.
If it happens,
I can't wait to
I
see
feel
it.
it coming though. I think it's
How'd you
happening.
feel when you heard that rumor?
He nutted.
Again, like I've been saying this since Melee. Like, put Belmont in there. You got too many swords. Give us a whip.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah.
Got a whip.
It would be very
I'm sure
unique.
there's a lot of swords.
Very unique.
All right.
Except
Is
for
that it?
Ganondorf.
So that seems.
Well,
to be
thank
all we got.
you Thank you for listening and or watching the
And
Level
blocking me
857.
completely.
You don't need to see the stallion, you know who he is. Thank you for checking out the Level 857 Video Game Entertainment channel. Regarding the podcast, subscribe to us on iTunes, podcaster.com, Stitcher.com.
All of
If
it.
you got a podcasting app on your smartphone,
look
look
for
up
us.
Level 857 and check us out. Watching this video, like it. Let us know what you're thinking in the comments below. If you
Yeah,
had
do
a
that.
beer in your hand while you're watching this,
No,
let us
no,
know what
alright.
you're drinking.
Calm
No,
down,
no,
calm down,
no,
calm
no,
down,
no,
Let's
calm
know
down.
what you're
Relax,
drinking.
relax,
No, no,
relax,
Our
relax,
special
relax.
guest for the night.
Yes, thank John Donadio, some beer to love once again for coming here and being a guest. Means a lot.
Of course.
Always a pleasure.
Anytime, guys.
Absolutely. Check
loving.
Tomorrow,
check out his
12 o'clock.
classically trained Mondays. What time?
We start at 8 usually.
There we go. 8 o'clock.
Look at all that shit on there. Look at all that stuff on there.
Go
And
check
more.
that out.
And more.
Yes.
He's half Jamaican.
Bring
it back. I bring it back.
I mean, it's Sicilian, so I make, you know.
There we go.
Close.
Same
And
thing.
And congratulations on BeTerrific.
Hey.
Thank you.
Yes. BeTerrific.
'Cause he's so
network.
terrific.
I don't even want to talk about it because it's so much. I could sit here and rattle it off for fucking, ever.
We got another show for that.
You know what? Find me on Twitter at @somebeardytolove, and you can see everything that's on there.
Bam, there you go.
There you go.
And follow us on all of our social media as well.
why
Level
you-
857.
Leaning so much.
I'm trying to hide you.
Who are you
There we go.
talking to, dude?
It's just 5 of us.
Fucking
He's like the
asshole.
worst lead singer.
He's,
Wow.
he's like a
Our
glorious
worst lead singer.
Until next time, we out.
Later.